Yo, what's up? It's your man Rico. On this crisp night. Yeah, I don't know the room. I'm sorry. What's up? It's me, y'all. I know it's been a minute since I put something live on this particular page. Yeah, I know I'm too damn opinionated, and here's some more. Welcome to my page. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Too Damn Opinionated. And I am Rico the Opinionist. So, look, LeBron James. LeBron James is in hot water. It pissed a lot of folks out. Pissed a lot of people off from my hometown, my beloved Memphis, Tennessee. And he talked about the Memphis Grizzlies. I got to put that in the title. I forgot to put that in the title. He talked about, I guess, the setup in Memphis as relates to accommodations, and I think that's pretty much what he was talking about, the accommodations, but people took it in a whole lot of other directions. Stephen A. Smith had something to say about it, and a lot of folks from Memphis, all on social media talking about him. I hearing words like coon, and he's anti-black, and my God, you mean the same LeBron James that y'all be arguing over and buying his tennis shoes and calling him the GOAT and comparing him to Michael Jordan and Mr. Black Lives Matter? Y'all mean that LeBron James? Ultra liberal Democrat? LeBron James? Bronny James's daddy? Speaking of which, I think Bryce James is the one y'all should look out for, because Bronny, it's Bryce. If they give him a shot, but I think he's going to really earn his shot. As a side note, that Bryce is something serious. But anyway, y'all going off on LeBron James, and it's gone in so many directions. I'm like, wow, y'all get mad at everybody. So here's my opinion, because Memphis to me is like, you know how you have a drunk uncle or a messed up relative, you can call him the messed up relative or the drunk uncle, but can't nobody else call him. That's how I defend Memphis. No, there's a lot of stuff going on in my hometown, but you can't say it, goddammit. And so, yeah, I am a North Memphis veteran. You hear me? Hollywood, Springdale, Hollywood Elementary, Cypress Junior High School, Frazier High School, all over the place. The legendary King's Grocery. Now it's some little African store, blah, 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 blah. But yeah. Mad at LeBron James. And I've been all on TikTok, and they will listen to everybody just cuss and talk crazy about the man. See, the thing is, I'm being very casual about it because, hold on, y'all, hold on a minute. I'm being very casual about it because we've already told you about these Negro athletes a long time ago, but y'all so busy worrying about their jump shot and how they catch a pass on the football field that you don't really take time to find out who they are. LeBron James told y'all what he was about a long time ago, but since I guess he, went crazy for Kamala Harris and all of that, and well, even before then, Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. But look, I saw the video what y'all talking about. I made sure I watched, I guess the entire version that they were sharing. And I have two things. I want to break this down in two sections real quick. Number one, I can see why people are calling him a coon and baboon and all that kind of stuff. Because, y'all got to see LeBron James, who he really is and what he's really about. When he's not, I guess, putting on for the coloreds. He's putting on for white folks. Now, LeBron James, you damn well you're out of line. Not for what you said per se, but, like Chris Rock said when Will Smith smacked him, he said it is his revenge Netflix special. You're not supposed to fight in front of white people. Well, LeBron James, he doesn't have that kind of loyalty. He doesn't have that kind of couth. LeBron James, he was behaving just the way he behaves, like most black athletes, because they know who their paymasters are. He's a rich millionaire black dude who believes race is not his thing. I mean, he's untouchable. He's sitting there just shucking and jiving and grinning with those young white men. They weren't old, just white boys. And for those of you who are saying, you know, people are making it about race. Well, it is about race. America is about race. So you can go ahead and be upset about when people are making it about race all you want to, but it is. So LeBron James was acting like the mascot to them white men on that golf course. He's talking about black folks. You know what y'all accuse black conservatives of doing? Talking about black people. And I accuse them because they do it. Talk about black folks like a dog to a white audience. That's what LeBron James did. See, I don't make a difference between a black liberal or a black conservative, because both of them are anti-black. And both of them are kissing a white corporation or white man's ass to get their bread and butter. And then they get their bread and butter, think they're better than the rest of the masses of blacks. And LeBron James is just like the bootlick that he's always been. He's the same. Now it's the same LeBron James wearing these little children clothes and very effeminate man bags or Mercedes and women bags. That's the same dude. So what made y'all think that he wouldn't be behaving the way he's behaving? Yeah, he's Sambo just like all these little black athletes. Because they know, just like the rappers. You see these black rappers and these parties with these higher up Jewish white guys, the millionaire, half a billionaire white men. You got the baby in there being hugged on and squeezed on by that white record executive. That's who they are. They talk tough to you, but then they pull their clothes down when they're around them white men. LeBron James is no different. And so now y'all want to call him a coon and sell out. No. So I already knew this. There are a lot of folks, a lot of us who already knew this. So LeBron James, he was out of line, you know, talking about Memphis. And they were saying, well, it's not about race. He was talking about facilities. He was talking about that. Well, you know, Memphis is a majority black city. If y'all paid attention to everything he said, well, you know, shit, me on a Thursday night go to somewhere like Memphis? Look, I get it. But then he said, you need to go to Nashville, well, it's nicer and all that. And y'all know Nashville is majority white. Y'all pay attention. And do y'all remember when LeBron James was complaining about getting the N-word sprayed across his fence in his mansion? He lived in that white neighborhood. Did y'all think that he moved away from them racist white folks? Nope, he didn't. See, I don't take a lot of people seriously. All you gotta do is as our very famous, and rest in peace to this brother, famous DJ. When I was a kid growing up in junior high and high school, he was a DJ, well-known brother out of Memphis. His name was Ray J. He used to sell a lot of stuff like, you know, all the ugly, he said, all the ugly ladies, the parking lot. You know, used the gangster walking club, no name on Lamar. Yeah. And see, he used to say this, fellas, if she's acting funny, just give her time. Give her time. Meaning, let that drink get in her body. She gonna loosen up. Give her time. See, I've always known this about these little black bootlicks, heavy Democrat, liberal, protect black women, Negroes. They're all on the payroll like everybody else. And all you gotta do is give him time. LeBron James is so over Negroes. He was so comfortable. He knew that a camera was in his face. He didn't give a damn. He said it anyway. But then when they confronted LeBron James about his comments, he said, what, he sound like black people? What are you talking about? What they need to get over it. Well, they don't like my son playing on my team. Oh, he was real mad. He's real pissed about y'all talking about the little half-playing ass Bronny. And his passive-aggressive funk ass, he said it. And he's doubling down on it. Because he's finna retire next year after this season, possibly. He don't give a shit about what y'all think. And y'all need to understand, these black athletes do not belong to black people. When y'all send them out to these PWIs, these black athletes do not belong to black people anymore. And none of them black athletes, none of the superstars, nah. And so, you know, that's what I have to say about that part of it. He was out of line. He was samboing and cooning and tap dancing for the white boys, entertaining them white boys the same way he does in the stadium in the games. All your black athletes are bought off. Y'all need to stop acting surprised. See, if y'all had some Dr. Claude Anderson in your life, his behavior will not surprise you. If you had some Neely Fuller in your life and some in your brain, nothing would confuse you. If you had some Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Ben Yakahanan, even here in Dallas, Brother Ashwa Kwesi in your brain, Dr. Amos Wilson on your mind, his LeBron James and any of these Negro athletes, it wouldn't surprise you. As Brother Neely Fuller said, racism, white supremacy. If you don't understand his purpose, his agenda, everything you see would only confuse you. I know the rest of us, y'all call us pro-blackity blacks. Yeah, the smart asses. Okay. And so, now let me get to this part. You know, Memphis, he could have talked about maybe he was talking about the facilities, and Memphis does need an upgrade. Years ago, before I left Memphis in 2007, me and people that I was cool with, back then, we always talked about how Memphis is just kind of still behind, and we understood this on purpose. My hometown. What the city councilwoman, my friend then and now city councilwoman Pearl Eva Walker. Hey Pearl, what's up? She said Memphis needs an enema. It needs to be cleansed out and redone. And after LeBron James's comments, it brought it home again. Memphis needs to be reworked. And I think, what he said about Memphis Grizzlies leaving, they need to leave. Memphis can't support an NBA team like that. It can't. And shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson when he talked about how we had the Tennessee Oilers and they were waiting until they got their stadium built in Nashville before they moved away to Nashville. Memphis is just not that place yet. We've been around. Memphis is not like Atlanta. Now it wants to get a low battery. Memphis is not like Atlanta. No. And there's a lot of stuff I can say about that. But Memphis isn't ready. Memphis needs 10 years. 10 years to get it together. They had all this time, all this opportunity. But you got some sucky-ass politicians in Memphis. Always had sucky-ass politicians. And yeah, Memphis is a majority black city. But one thing about Memphis, that a city like Atlanta will always outdo Memphis. Because one thing, I have a lot of things that aren't so positive to say about Atlanta, but I have a lot of positive things to say. And the one positive thing that I have to say that's really important is Atlanta believes in betting on black. Atlanta touts itself as being a Wakanda. Memphis is 65 to maybe close to 70% black. But your mayor said, well, we have 9% of Hispanics that we have to look out for. This motherfucker, ugh. He worried about some 9% of Hispanics and over damn near 70% of black folks. That's not his concern, per se. Atlanta claims blackness. Memphis doesn't claim blackness. And then when people call out the ratchetness because the black leadership there and too many people who live there, y'all love to push thought and thug and ratchet. And when someone who's famous like a Stephen A. or LeBron James pretty much calls it out, now you want to get your panties in a bunch. No, Memphis is a great history of music and soul food, blues. We're the birthplace of rock and roll. Now you want to put out all the positive statistics, but I know that on a daily basis you don't celebrate none of that shit. All you want to do is push ratchet and thug and thought. And it shows in the city, in the educational system, in the politics, in the social relationships. In my hometown, it does not clamp onto black. So until y'all get that together and claim Memphis as being black, don't be mad at LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith for calling out for what it is. I was just home for the my mom's birthday weekend, last weekend. And I said, the Drove around. I said, well, all the black parts, still the hood, still raggedy. And all of the white neighborhoods still getting money from the city, the state, private investors, and everything else. And all the Negro politicians still got their signs in everybody's goddamn yard trying to run for another office. That's the black community in this country. And all of them are Democrats. So, you know, LeBron James used out of line for tap dancing on the backs of blacks to entertain them white boys. But we're going to have to, Memphis, y'all got to stop being so backwards in your thinking. Because you keep it ratchet when people call out the ratchetness of Memphis. And I know there's a lot of wonderful people there. But the mindset is too goddamn small. And Memphis just looks like it's still in the goddamn Stone Ages. All the millions and billions of dollars that flow to that city, it don't reach the black parts. Again, I told you, Memphis has 420,000 blacks. 26%, because it's like, let me say, hold on, let me stop. 625,000 people, 420,000 are blacks. 26% white folks, 9% everybody else. Atlanta claims blackness. Memphis doesn't claim blackness. Memphis claims ratchet. Memphis claims Church of God in Christ. Memphis doesn't think like Atlanta, like the successful parts of Chicago and like Dallas. Doesn't think like that. I've been there 18 years, like, man. And it flew by because I've been having so much fun. I like that. Love Dallas-Fort Worth. It's fucking awesome. But I love my hometown even more. But, you know, people just ain't got time for that. And so don't get mad when these celebrities come and see what y'all talk about every day at home. The mindset of Memphis. The politicians there would rather fun, thug, and ratchetness. 901 Day and all this kind of shit. Put them damn rappers on stage. Y'all wonder why the children aren't developing the way they should. But anyway. Y'all have the right to get on LeBron James' ass. He was a lame for doing it how he did it. But we also got to take responsibility for the condition of the city. 420,000 black people, and we got a small HBCU there called Lamona College. And they never have a line wrapped around the building with at least 10,000 black kids graduate from Memphis City schools every year. And that small HBCU never has a line wrapped around the building. So, but I digress. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. Mess with me on them Cash Apps and PayPal and the Venmo. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be cool. Peace.